Hello everybody and welcome back to part 4 of our mod spotlight on extra utilities. This is Cybernary and I am excited to wrap up what has been I think a great mod spotlight. We've gone over quite a bit of stuff and I just wanted to wrap up and show you what some of the last few tools and items are that you can get with extra utilities. Some of these can be very powerful, some of these can be very, very useful. So let's start off real quick. The very first thing I want to talk about is this division sigil. Now, I'm sure some of you may have found these in dungeons or minecart chests in abandoned mine shafts, and not sure what you can do with these. You cannot craft these. These are an item that you can only find, and you need them to be able to make some of these tools that are and weapons that are down the line here. But you need it to be activated. When you first get it, it's going to be an inactive division signal. If you see the note there, it says you must perform the activation ritual. And if you sneak right click on an enchanting table, it will tell you what you need to do for the activation ritual. First off, you need an enchanting table. You need that enchanting table surrounded by redstone, and you need it on a large patch of dirt. Now, this patch of dirt that I have here is probably too small. You probably need something about double this size. Sufficient natural dirt. And then the last thing, it has to have sky access so it can see the moon. So those are the different things that you need to set up an activation ritual. Now, the activation ritual can only be performed at midnight, and you'll know when the time is right because your division signal will start glowing. And when it starts glowing, that means it's nighttime, everything is set up properly, and you can start the ritual. Ritual requires you to kill any mob on the table right at midnight. Now, it can be a pig, it can be a sheep, it can be a zombie. It's completely up to you on what you want to try to kill on that table at the right time. You have to have your sigil in the hotbar, but you want that anyway so that you can see when it starts glowing. If you're successful and it meets all the requirements, a lightning will come down and strike the enchanting table. And at that time, your sigil is active. It will be constantly glowing, and I'll show you what an active one looks like. That's an active division signal. You'll see how it's glowing, and it's got a number of uses remaining. And then it also converts almost a big portion of the nearby dirt to cursed earth. Now, cursed earth is also something that you cannot craft, and you have to obtain only by using the sigil's activation ritual. Cursed earth makes mobs spawn at 2 to 3 times higher than their rate, and of course you'll be doing this at midnight. So when you activate this, make sure you are properly prepared, because you will be bombarded by zombies, skeletons, creepers, all kinds of different mobs in the game, and you will need if you want to collect this, which I highly suggest you do. Cursed Earth is a great resource if you want to build a mob farm, because it spawns at 2 to 3 times the normal rate. But you will need a silk touch shovel or pickaxe to be able to pick up that cursed earth, because if you try to pick it up with the regular one, it'll just convert to dirt. So that's what a division signal is. That's how you activate it, and that's how you get cursed earth. Now, what do you do with it? What you do with it is you make unstable ingots and semi-stable nuggets. If we were to grab this unstable ingot right here, if my screen will show me here, using an unstable ingot is a division by diamond, and it is also highly unstable and will explode after 10 seconds. So most of the recipes that we have down on the rest of this mod showcase use an unstable ingot to craft. Now, I will tell you this: you cannot stack unstable ingots. You need a diamond and an iron block per ingot that you want to make. And as you saw, this only has 256 uses, so you can only make 256 ingots per activated sigil. Now, as soon as you do, the unstable ingot will start to glow a darker and darker orange. And if you don't do anything with it after 10 seconds, it will blow up and probably kill you, regardless of what kind of armor that you have. Also, if you leave your crafting table, it will instantly blow up. If you somehow drop it on the ground, it will blow up. So before you start crafting these, you need to make sure that you have what you need to make your recipe, so that as soon as you make the unstable ingots, you immediately make what you need to make before you blow up. Now, with all of that said, there is an alternate recipe for making unstable ingots, and it requires semi-stable nuggets. Now, if we come around here, you can see, just like any other metal recipe in Minecraft, you can use 9 nuggets to make an ingot, and this will make a stable ingot. If we look in our NEI system, there's, well, it doesn't show, but there's a difference between stable ingots and unstable ingots. They will not blow in 10 seconds, but you have to do this. It's obviously more expensive. This takes 1 diamond for 1 ingot, but it will also blow up in 10 seconds. This takes 9 diamonds for 1 ingot. So you can play it safe and pay for it with the diamonds, or you can use just 1 diamond per and try to beat the clock. Alright, that being said, yeah, the semi-stable ingots will not blow up, but also the ingots that they create will not blow up. So just as long as you understand that. Moving on, some of the things that you can make with these ingots is a sword, etheric sword. Okay, does a little bit more damage than a diamond sword. I'm not sure if you can enchant it or not. Let's test that out real quick. We've got an enchanting table down here, because it does a little bit more damage than a diamond sword. And yes, you can enchant it with sharpness or anything else that you'd want. The benefit to it, infinite durability. So here you have a sword that's better than a diamond sword, has infinite durability, and can be enchanted just like a diamond sword. So unless you're playing with Tinker's Construct and you have much better stuff than diamond, this might be a interesting replacement for diamond. On to the pickaxe. Standard recipe for a pickaxe using unstable ingots. What does a destruction pickaxe give you? Well, it mines at 5 times the speed of diamond, but it only does that speed on smooth stone. If you run up into any cobble or any ores, then it slows down to the speed of you basically punching it. The other thing is that it will not drop any blocks, but again, has infinite durability. So that's something else to consider. The erosion shovel is basically the same as the destruction pickaxe, but for dirt, sand, and gravel. Does not drop blocks, but has infinite durability. The healing axe. Now that's not the right recipe. Oh no, it is. Sorry, I was thinking that it was like the vanilla recipe. Okay, so the healing axe steals life from mobs that you attack with it. It also does double the damage to undead, zombies, skeletons. I've also heard it said that if you attack a zombie villager with the healing axe, you will heal him back to being a regular villager. The other benefit is, as long as you're holding it, it will slowly heal any hearts that you've lost. So healing axe is a very powerful tool and weapon that you can have. The reversing hoe. Now, you wouldn't want to build this for tending your crops, but if you had some cobble or dirt and you wanted to convert it back to smooth stone or grass, then you just grab this little tool here and it'll convert it back. So that's what the reversing hoe does. It changes blocks back to their natural state. The builder's wand. Now, as soon as you start playing with this, you will never build things the same way again. As long as you have the blocks in your inventory, Now I'm in creative, so okay, but yeah, I've got cobble. So if I was to build a structure, blah blah blah, this over here, okay, and I wanted to expand this, I can use the builder's wand to build it this way. I can build it up, I can build it out, any direction that I need to. I am capable of expanding and placing blocks in a much faster fashion than I was able to before. So that gives you kind of an idea of what you can do. It's scanning the area and replacing the blocks. Now I'm in creative, but if you were in survival, it would be pulling blocks from your inventory as you do this. So that's what the Builder's Wand does. It's a great tool, and I highly recommend you look into it. The unstable ingot block or stable ingot block, you can make it with either one. This block will basically give you X-ray capabilities into anything underneath the ground. If you can build it without blowing up, then my compliments to you. The last one we've got on this side is called ethereal glass. This glass allows you to, it keeps mobs in, but you can walk right through it. As you can see, I've got some mobs in there. They haven't escaped yet, but I can walk right through it with no problems. The same thing with zombies and other things. Now if you shift click, you cannot walk through it, as you can see. So it's a little bit expensive. One unstable ingot with the glass all the way around for 1 block, I believe. Let's see. No, for 4. Okay, so that'll give you 4. That's still not bad, but it's not great. So that's what ethereal glass does. Keeps mobs in. Players can walk through it. All right. Moving on. Go ahead and put some of these away. We get to some of the more fun things that extra utilities gives us. The golden bag of holding. Now this is probably one of everybody's favorites. It adds you extra storage to your inventory. So you've got this, but you can right click and you've also got that. And here's the great thing. You can put a golden bag of holding inside a golden bag of holding. So when I say inceptionable, I mean you can go as deep as you want with golden bags of holding. You could open this one up and put another golden bag of holding inside it, and then put that golden bag of holding inside the first golden bag of holding, and deeper and deeper and deeper. The recipe is a little bit expensive. 3 gold ingots, a gold block, 4 wool, and a chest, but that gives you a golden bag of holding. Now there is an alternate, not an alternate, but an upgrade. This is a golden bag of holding with a couple of magical wood, and that enchants the bag to give it soul bond, or basically reincarnation. If you die with the bag will return to your inventory after death. So that might be a good upgrade for your primary bag. The next item that we've got here is called the golden lasso. 1 ender pearl, 4 string, and 4 golden nuggets will give you the golden lasso. Now we've got a lasso in Minecraft. This is nothing like the lasso in Minecraft. This allows the transport of friendly mobs, and I do mean all friendly mobs. You want to grab a villager, you can grab a villager. Pig, chicken, cow, mushroom, any of the above. Now if I wanted to move this mushroom over to that pin, I'd have to break this down, I'd have to attach a lead to it and then drag him over there. Or with my golden lasso, I can right click on him. He's now in my lasso. My lasso is now glowing and it shows that there's a mushroom in it. And then I can right click again here and poof, he's there. Golden lasso. Greatest thing since sliced bread when it comes to transporting mobs in Minecraft. Transporting friendly mobs. And yes, again, I will say this does work on villagers. So very helpful. This is the thing that the other thing I forgot to put the sign on. The portable scanner. This will scan the inventory of different blocks and pipes in the area. So if I wanted to look at this chest here, I would shift right click and it would show me that it has 1 slot out of 27 that has something in it. And there you go, I've got a golden lasso. It does a lot of other things as far as, like, if you have a big pipe system like what we went through in the last episode, it will tell you what's going through those pipes and if you have a jam or something like that. So that can be helpful if you've got a big network of pipes. The precision shears. Now, we talked about the angel block back in part 1. We talked about unstable ingots over there. These are, using those 4 things, you can make precision shears. Precision shears can pick up any block that a stone tool can by sneak and right clicking. It also places the item directly into the player's inventory. And see, it just magically picked it up and it disappeared. Oh no, it's right there. So anything a stone tool can break, then I can pick it up and place it. Alright, it picks it up and puts it directly into my inventory. Same thing goes for, I mean, you can use the shears with wool, and it's, it'll go ahead and pick them up. But I think the added benefit is just the ability to pick things up and put them directly in your inventory. Say you've got some iron ore that's hanging over some lava. You can just shift right click and it'll put this right into your inventory without any worries of having it drop. So that's kind of some of the things that you can use with that. The sonar goggles will give the player pseudo X-ray when looking down in a mine, when you're mining. So say you're down here, and it's not showing anything up because there's nothing out here. But the darker I go, the more wireframe you'll see. Now, if I was to go over here, just as an example, and pick out some diamond ore and put that in, and then replace that block, okay, you see how it's outlining that block is different? That's how you find your ores using the sonar goggles. It's specifying that block is different than the surrounding blocks. Now, it doesn't know what that block is. It's not going to lead you directly to diamonds, but it will help. So the darker it is, the better they work. And yeah, those are the sonar goggles. As you can see, it takes 4 ingots and 2 eyes of ender. So it's kind of an X-ray, kind of not. But combined with that block over there, the ingot block, it'll probably come in very handy. Alright, the watering can is a very simple recipe. 4 stone, a bowl, and some bone meal. And that will give you a watering can that you can come over here and just click on a block, any block of water, and use for bone milling. As you can see, it's making things grow a little bit faster than they normally would. Now, it's not quite as effective as bone meal, but you know what? It's just water. And it's certainly making things grow a little faster than over there. Also, you can put yourself out if you're on fire with this, and you can pour it over lava to make lava travel faster, if that's something you really want to do. So, I don't need any of that, so I'll just clear it all. Okay, last thing that I want to talk about in this spotlight is the portal to the deep dark. The deep dark is an alternate dimension that is said to be below bedrock, and it has a ton of mobs, it has a ton of ore, and you can find quite a bit of riches down there, but that doesn't come without a price. If you're in the darkness for too long, I mean darkness outside of torches, then the darkness will start to hurt you immediately. Well, not immediately, it takes a couple seconds. You can always return to the overworld by clicking on this block. There'll be another block like this where you go, but let me show you real quick. This is what it looks like when you go to the deep dark, but to get to the area that you want to find, where the good stuff is, you have to go down further than we are. And let me give myself a night vision. Well, night vision may not be enough, or night vision may be too much. Let me give myself a night vision potion real quick, just to show you guys kind of an idea of what you're going to be looking at when you get down here. Harming. Where's my night vision potions? There's invisibility. That's mana. Harming. Strength. Regeneration. Swiftness. Poison. Healing. Fire resistance. There it is. And you will have to go quite a bit down, but I think we're getting close. Okay, here we are. And this is the realm of the deep dark. Again, it's normally very, very clear effects. Okay, well, no. Okay, well, anyway, and it's not going to spawn anything because I'm in creative, but basically this is the world down here. There are a ton, and I'm going to have to try to make sure that I don't lose. Okay, there's the hole. Make sure I don't lose the hole. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff down here if you start caving into the ground below. Again, I'm technically in the dark right now, and I'm not taking damage, but I will as soon as I switch into survival. That ought to be low enough for me to find it. But I did want to show you if I can find one of the caves. Usually there's a big hole that goes down to the void, just to give you an idea of what you're looking at. But this is, like I said, this is the deep dark. It's basically a huge cavern. There's a little bit of a cave over there. No, that's just a ravine. But you get the idea. So let me head back before I get too far and forget where my exit is, because some of these are pretty low. So I think that'll wrap it up. That's what Extra Utilities is all about. It does give you a lot of additional things that you can do. And guess what? I think I'm lost. Oh, no, I see something on my map. Nope. Yep, there it is. Lucky. Alright, well, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this series on Extra Utilities and everything that you can do with it. It's an incredibly versatile mod pack that gives you a lot of extra tools that help make Minecraft easier, more fun, less troublesome. So I think it's obviously a great pack, or else we wouldn't have included it in CybCraft. So and I really hope this mod spotlight has been helpful for people. I do plan on doing more in the future, focusing on more on Ars Magica and Thaumcraft, but I did want to kind of showcase what you can do with Extra Utilities and show you everything that it's about. So again, hope you enjoyed, and look forward to talking to you guys at the next video. We'll see you later. Bye.